okay, the short summary of all the previous videos about the Big Bang Theory. There actually was no such an event as the Big Bang. The universe has never exploded, and this is a totally wrong theory, and this explains a lot and puts away many paradoxes and many problems in the modern physics. Actually, matter of the universe would never be distributed in it equally if there were the Big Bang. Also, the properties of matter should be rewritten if we say that there was a Big Bang. Also, Big Bang theory conflicts very strongly, conflicts oppositely with the logic, with the law of cause and effect, because of this theory states that the world dissipates into separate particles, separate photons and separate universes that are no longer connected, and it breaks the law of conservation of law and energy and the law of cause and effect law. At this moment, it also predicts the false picture of the heat death, and then it puts us in the logical impossible to solve this logical riddle if we support this theory, and that means that this theory is just false. There are some fundamental mistakes in this theory. Also, this theory states that energy can transform into space, and that is, matter becomes space, and it's for unknown reason this space expands equally in all three dimensions, that is, in length, in width, in height. But you can say there is a redshift, and there is cosmic microwave background. But cosmic microwave background, it just shows that this vacuum, this empty space, this void space that we observe, it is not actually so void. And this helps, this discovery of Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson gives us possibility to solve the paradox of discovered by Fritz Zwicky. I'll explain it later. And the Big Bang Theory indeed is just the second reincarnation of the theory of Georges Cuvier and his pupil Alcide, the theory of catastrophism. But Charles Darwin has proved us that there were evolution, and indeed there is such so-called great pyramid of the evolution of the universe, that is before biological evolution. Before biological evolution, chemical evolution has taken place, that is, stable chemical compounds survived and unstable decayed. Before chemical evolution, nuclear evolution has taken place, where unstable isotopes and unstable nuclei of the atoms decayed, and only stable isotopes, stable nuclei remained. We can see it that actually, if we search for the sources of natural radiations, there are very few. Only people, now our civilization produces radioactive elements and radioactive garbage, so-called. But before nuclear evolution, there was a subnuclear evolution of the first level and the subnuclear evolution of the second level, and that states, as we see, that every previous step of the global evolution of the universe has taken times more in progression more length, more time, we see that our universe is much older than is predicted by the Big Bang theory. And also the Big Bang theory makes the photon particle which can move eternally, as the eternal process that doesn't produce any consequences. Also the breaking of the cause and effect law, and also the theory of the Big Bang tries to make us believe that there were possible to change the fundamental properties of the basic, the most primitive particles of the universe, described in the standard model, that is neutrino, muon, electron and stuff like that, photon and all the other particles. But such a vast change in the properties of and energy, of course, never has taken place. That is, this theory indeed is totally false, and the real picture and the real scenario is of course much less interesting. Our universe has always been and will always be in the same state, the so-called dynamic balance, and the balance has already been reached billions and billions and billions of years before us. And that is, there are actually two global processes. The process of transition of matter into energy, and the process of transition of energy into matter. That is, this global process, these two global processes, they are already in balance, and our universe evolves from one state to other state that only varies only slightly around this point of the overall balance, and I'll show you it in the next videos.